Okay, so welcome to my videos. In these videos, we'll be learning how to create a virtual environment and generate a requirement.txt file on Windows using Python. But before we get started, let's talk about what a virtual environment is and why we actually need it. A virtual environment is a self-contained Python environment that allows us to install packages and dependencies without affecting the system-wide installation of Python or any other project that we might be working on right now. This means we can have different versions of Python and packages installed for different projects without conflict or interference. Virtual environments are especially important for those of you who are new to Python because they can make our project more accessible by creating a virtual environment and specifying the packages and dependencies we need. We can make it easier for others to try or run our project without worrying about compatibility issues or conflicting dependencies. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into the tutorial. First thing first, of course, we need to open our CMD or command prompt. We or you can also use Windows PowerShell, but in this video, we'll be using this command prompt. Wait a minute, let me zoom in for this much. I think this will be enough. And the first step to create a virtual environment is, of course, to navigate to the project directory using the cd command or change directory command. And in this case, the project directory is this one. I already have it. And this folder is located in D. And let's right away navigate to this library. To this directory. Okay. Once we are in the project directory, we can create a virtual environment using the Python script fan command, and we'll name our virtual environment as fan, which is the default name most people use. We can also customize our virtual environment name by changing this one. For example, we can also change it to virtual and if you guys want to do it, but I'm gonna stick with the default one, which is the fan or vn. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, basically van. Okay, let's enter it. Okay, after creating the virtual environment, we can see that there will be a new folder created here. And if we see inside it, there will be 4 files that indicate our success in creating a virtual environment. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, that's pretty much it on how to create a virtual environment. This is actually how simple it is. But of course, we are not going to stop here because we also want to create the requirement.txt file. Now that we've created our virtual environment, we can activate it right away. But before that, I want to show you the comparison or difference between the main environment and virtual environment. We can see it by using 2 commands. The first one will be piplist, where this command will print out all the library that is already installed before in our main environment. And we can also use this command, which is where Python, to see which part of Python that being used right now. Now let's see the difference with using virtual environment, and let me activate the virtual environment using this command. When script activate.fact. Okay. If we already successfully activate our virtual environment, you should see this fan in the command prompt indicating that you are running in the virtual environment. And To see the difference once again between the main environment and the virtual environment, we can run first piplist. And as you can see here in this virtual environment, we only have this default package. The run with the main library, they already have a lot of library installed. See? Then next, let's try run the where Python command. Where Python. And as we can see here, the path of Python that being used right now is in D, and it is different with our main environment, which is in C. Okay. Now that we've activated the virtual environment, let's learn how to write or create our requirement.txt file. First thing first, of course, we need to install some libraries using the piplist command. And I think I'm gonna just install typer library, I think. Let's just install it for this tutorial. Piplist typer. No, I'm sorry, I mean pip install typer. Oh, piplist. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. After successfully installing the library, the piplist, the pip install, we can see the piplist once again to see the library installed. And yeah, there is already these 3 new packages installed in this environment, and they indicate we've successfully installed the typer library. And to create or to write a requirement.txt file, we can simply create the requirement.txt file using this command: pip freeze requirement.txt, and voila, there will be a new file named requirement.txt file in our directory. Okay, and after successfully write this file, why don't we try to simulate on how we create a virtual environment once again and download all the library needed for this project using this requirement.txt that we just created. To do that, first thing first, I think I'm gonna clear our screen first. And of course, we need to deactivate our virtual environment. To deactivate it, we can use, or we can just type deactivate, or we can also just close this, but let's do it in a decent way, which is just type deactivate. And to simulate the tutorial once again, first thing first, of course, I'm gonna create a new directory or a new folder using the make dir command, and I think I'm gonna create that directory in here. Let's just cd first and make dir new project. Okay, let's navigate to this new directory using a cd once again. cd, and next, of course, we will create our virtual environment using this command: python strip amp parent. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, done. And after that, I need to copy our requirement.txt file first to this new directory. Okay, and of course, first we need to activate our virtual environment. Fun script activate.bat. Okay, there must be a typo. Fan, okay, not fan, but fan. See, of course there will be a typo. I'm sorry. Okay. And let's right away install the requirement.txt using the command pip install a requirement.txt. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Actually, let's see the pip list. And there will be this tree library installed in our virtual environment or in our environment. Okay, that's pretty much it actually on how to install our requirement.txt. And that's a wrap for the video. We've learned on how to create a virtual environment, write a requirement.txt file, and also on how to install that file. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.